Okay, well, never really done this before, so I apologize if it's not per etiquette, I guess. Um, so my wife had gotten me a DNA kit from ancestry.com. Being adopted, I had no real knowledge of where I came from or basically kind of who I am. Um, no medical history, nothing really, and very limited information on the adoption paperwork. It was a closed adoption. The judge had said um, that basically it would be sealed over his dead body. Like, he wasn't unsealing it for whatever reason. Um, Through some detective work, my wife took the DNA results and actually tracked down the birth father. Um, I really don't know how to feel. I'm excited, I'm scared, I'm curious, I'm scared. But so far, all the contact she has had with him has been really good, amazingly good. He has answered all her questions to the best of his ability, and I have finally sent him a message myself. Um, so I'm just kind of waiting to hear back. Um, it sounds like it was a summer fling. The birth father had no real knowledge of anything after the fling. Um, so it's uh, sorry, it's a little, how do I say, well, scary to say the least. Growing up, my family has been, 100 million% supportive of me. Um, I probably would have been homeless at some point if it wasn't for them. So, no matter what happens, my adoptive parents, if you want to call them that, are my parents. They are my family. Um, my birth father, my birth mother, they are my mother and father by birth, but they did not raise me. So, they are not my family in a way, but they are blood. So, it's a rather unique situation, I guess you could say. Um, so, yeah, I'm just kind of waiting to hear back, and excited and scared. Um, really thankful for all the information the birth father has provided so far. I mean, he gave me information regarding my lineage on that side, and it all matches up with the information from ancestry.com. Um, so, it definitely raised my eyes to my heritage. Um, I like I said, I really didn't know anything, and the paperwork had stated that mother and father were both college age, above average intelligence, and other than that, there was really not much information there. So, the information he has provided has been eye-opening, and it's interesting to learn where you come from after 40 some odd years, being here and not knowing. Um, so, yeah, so this is going to be a rather interesting journey. I am going to be sharing as this goes along, um, because I hope somehow maybe what I go through can help someone else that is looking for their family, or help people understand me. But more than anything, I would need to understand myself. Um, Imagine being raised from a family and knowing that just something's different about you. You know, you don't do the same things they do. You don't act the same way they do. Um, you know, my family was very straight edge. Um, I definitely was not. Um, you know, I lived my life like I was going to die by 25. Um, and for whatever reason, from about the time I was maybe 19, maybe 20, the thought was ingrained in my head that I would be dead by 25. 25, I would die. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'd be dead by 25. And I literally lived my life like I was going to die because I didn't care anymore. I was going to die in my mind. So, you know, once I hit 25, I really had no plan in life. I was lost. You know, I still feel lost. You know, if it's kind of odd analogy, but if I was a socket, I would be a 10 millimeter socket. If you know anything about sockets, you know the 10 millimeter is the one that's always lost. Well, that's me. You know, I currently have an amazing wife, 4 kids. I never thought I'd have kids, let alone be alive at this point. So, you know, it's amazing for me to be here and also at the same time to have the chance to learn where that part of me is missing. And I hope I can get some answers. And obviously, I've gotten some of the answers already. And I certainly hope I can continue, you know, learning from my birth father. And you know, it's been rough. You know, I gotta be honest. You know, no matter how supportive my parents have been, I always just felt off. Just something wasn't right. I didn't fit in. You know, so I definitely made some questionable life choices as I grew up. Um, but looking back, and I wouldn't change anything because I wouldn't be where I am now. Um, but I certainly hope I can share this journey with anybody that's interested in watching me go through this. Because this is a whole new journey for me. This is something I've never had to deal with. I've looked forward to this for a long time, but at the same time been scared shitless. So I hope you guys can follow me along with the journey, and we'll talk to you later.